can come and change the world. But after watching this miracle, some people still show stubbornness. They are still showing Islamophobia against Rahmatan lil Alameen, the guy who was Rahmatan lil Alameen. They are looking for any event in this world to use that event as an insult against Rasulullah. Anything to this, oh, this is terrorism, and this is Islam, and this is the Quranic text. The story of yesterday, IRS, this guy who attacked the IRS building in Texas. They are saying this is not the terrorist activities. They are saying that is only a crazy guy who was fed up with the feds, and this is what happened. My goodness, this is exactly something similar to 9/11. But only because his name was not Muhammad or Hassan or Ali or Mustafa or Muhammad and this kind of name, just because he was Joseph Andrew, then what he did was not terrorism. This was only craziness. Can you imagine this media and this hypocrisy and this case that's going on now? The Israeli guys, those gangs, they went to Dubai and they killed the guy. Now I was checking this Interpol website this morning. They put the pictures and the names of those 11 individuals. They stole the passports of real people. People from Britain, from Germany, from France, other countries. The Mossad stole the passports of those 11 individuals, and illegally these guys, these gangs, went to another country, to Dubai, and they did the act of terrorism and murder. It's obvious, everybody knows, even the Israeli media, they are acknowledging this happened. Well, looks like nothing happened. This is not a terrorist. Even those 4 countries, they are calling the Israeli ambassadors to say that this was wrong for you to steal the passport. Please don't do it next time. Can you imagine? That's all they have to say. They are not saying that terrorism happened. They are not saying murdering is a crime. They are not saying why you did this. They are saying that the passport issue was a problem. Not that the human being was criminally murdered. That was not an issue for them. So nobody, I didn't hear anything from the White House. I don't know if you hear any statement from the White House to condemn what these 11 people did. No statement from State Department. I didn't hear anything. And none of these countries, they are condemning that this is al-jawazat al-muzawwara, a forge. But in reality, they were from real people. Nobody they condemn it, and none of those Arab governments has any guts to say anything. Looks like again, Allah needed another naqatullah, another miracle, another guy from the Bayt of Ali and Fatima, from the Bayt of Al-Hassan and Hussein, to have enough gut to come up and say, Israel, you are doing a murder, you are acting in terrorism, and remember, if you hit us this time, we will hit you badly. If you are looking for the security of Ben Gurion Airport, then make sure that Beirut Airport also stays safe. If you want to be safe, don't bother us. Don't mess up with us. Don't hit us or be ready to be hit. This is the miracle of 21st century. They already saw this miracle, but they didn't believe it. They saw this miracle in 2000. They saw this miracle, naqatullah, in 2006. But even after watching the miracles, they are showing more arrogance and more stubbornness. And Allah is warning them that فَدَمْدَمَ فَسَوَّاهَا وَلَا يَخَافُ عُقْبَاهَا. This is going to happen if you continue your arrogance and your crimes against justice and human dignity. You will be punished sooner or later. So this story of Naqatullah, the story of Thamud and Saleh is not for entertainment. Like the media that we have entertainment here, right? Can you imagine this Interpol putting the picture there? And then we have Dubai situation, and Sayyid is talking that, but in our media, none of these things. You don't hear anything in the media here. If you hear there is something so little on the side, but the whole media, I'm sure some of you watched today at 11 o'clock, the whole media, BBC and CNN and all the local and national media are talking about Tiger Woods, that he comes to the media and say, I'm sorry, you know, that if I had any affairs or my wife didn't hit me. All this majority of the nation are just worried about what Tiger Woods did. I mean, there is nothing more important in the whole world. And even if this happened, a family situation between a husband and wife, that lots of millions and millions of family issues like that happen in the world, even if this person should say sorry to his wife, or wife says sorry to her husband, this is an internal family issue. But because of the media is the media of entertainment, they want to bring this, and they've been talking about it for a long time. And that's all they care about an individual. So they are not about education, but entertainment. They are not talking about the question of justice, but the question of getting people busy and to distract them from the real thing. If there is anyone who should come on TV and say sorry, that should be a state of Israel to come on the TV and say, I'm sorry. Those 11 terrorists should come. That should be the biggest news in the media of the world. They should come and say, I'm sorry, instead of bringing the poor guy from at the end and say, well, now I want to return to my religion and the teachings of my religion. And total distraction of what is going on now in our world. So brothers and sisters, I hope these 2 verses from Surah Al-Isra give us enough understanding of the reality of this world, that where are we heading from here, and those who are involved in arrogance and injustice in this world to understand that their day is coming, and to be aware of their oppressions against the oppressed. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. وَالْعَصْرِ إِنَّ الْإِنسَانَ لَفِي خُسْرٍ إِلَّا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالْحَقِّ وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالصَّبْرِ. Inshallah, we will continue our discussion about Ma'rifatul Nafs on Sunday, and Sunday breakfast and lecture. Brothers and sisters, there's a powerful presentation and gathering on Sunday, every Sunday at 11 o'clock. And we like to make that a big event in our community, to take it seriously. And I know that last week we had more than 200 people who came to the breakfast. It was free, and I'm saying that if any time a brother comes up or a sister comes and sponsor that breakfast, ala ruh amwatha or amwatihi, we are going to continue to do the same thing. So the breakfast is available and free for all the families, especially those who have more children and hard for them to pay for the breakfast, although it's very, very low price, just $5. But the point is that we take that presentation and message of Sunday very, very seriously. That is the time that we all need to educate ourselves with the Quran, educate ourselves with Ahlul Bayt. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم